They told you talent was everything. That if you're the best, success is inevitable. But talent means absolutely nothing if you don't have these two things: audacity and the right connections. If you're new here, hey, I'm Slissa Gerbils, and over here we like to question everything, especially the polarizing figures and companies who shape our world. If that sounds like your vibe, then like and subscribe. Ever wonder why mediocre actors keep getting cast while insanely talented ones are struggling? Or why some of the smartest people you know are broke while some of the dumbest are running multi-million-dollar businesses? Well, that's because the harsh reality is the world does not reward talent. It rewards consistency, drive, and who you know. People always say hard work pays off, but if that were the truth, then our healthcare workers and law enforcement workers would be billionaires. Hard work alone is not the key. It's hard work plus the right people seeing it, plus the right timing that creates success. There's tons of very talented content creators barely getting any views, but one TikTok hit can take a mediocre content creator to the top overnight. Why? Because visibility beats raw talent. Elon Musk is not the best engineer, not even close. But his audacity, the relentless drive to make things happen, made him the face of Tesla and SpaceX.
I am become meme.
People who were technically better got left behind because they didn't have the same level of execution and vision. Is Kim K the best actress? No.
Is that a serious question?
The best businesswoman? Debatable. But what is she? Relentless. She keeps putting herself in rooms, on screens, and in conversations, and that is why she dominates. The world is full of struggling actors far more talented than Kim K. But who's the billionaire? People love to call success luck, but luck isn't random. It's created. Like Mr. Beast. People say he got lucky with YouTube, but he literally studied the algorithm for years, tested hundreds of thumbnails, and posted thousands of videos before he blew up.
Most of my growth came after I graduated high school. Basically what I did was I found these 4 lunatics. 3 of us were college dropouts, 1 was a high school dropout, and 1, he just quit his job. We were all super small YouTubers, and we basically talked every day for 1,000 days in a row and did nothing but just hyper study what makes a good video, what makes a good thumbnail, what's good pacing, how to go viral. We would just get on Skype every morning. Some days I'd get on Skype at 7 a.m. and I'd be in the call until 10 p.m. and then I'd go to bed, I'd wake up and I'd do it again. We'd do things like take 1,000 thumbnails and see if there's a correlation to the brightness of the thumbnail to how many views you got, or videos that get over 10 million views is how often do they cut the camera angles.
That's not luck. That's relentless effort. Why do these people continue to get modeling deals and movie roles? Is it their raw, undeniable talent? Or is it their last name? Like Taylor Swift. Her father reportedly bought a big stake in Big Machine Records, the label that signed her. Now, before the Swifties come for me, yes, she is very talented, and yes, she has worked very hard. But did having rich, well-connected parents help? Absolutely. Or Kendall Jenner. Despite being one of the highest paid models, she's been criticized for her lack of runway skill and for downplaying how much nepotism helped her career. Other models have called out her tone-deaf remarks about not having to take as many gigs, not realizing that many models take every job they can just to survive. Of course, children of famous people cannot help what they were born into, and of course, parents are always going to want what's best for their children. And many of them do have talent. But my main point is talent is not the only way in. 70% of jobs are not even publicly listed. They go to someone's friend, cousin, or ex-roommate. Your resume could be stacked, but if somebody's buddy wants the job, guess who's getting hired? No one is actually an overnight success. It just looks that way because we notice them once they make it. Take Jamie Siminoff. Ring a bell? Bad dad joke. The inventor of Ring Doorbell was rejected on Shark Tank in 2013.
I just don't see the progression, and for that reason, I'm out.
I'm wrestling with where this goes in the market. I just don't think it's for me. I'm out.
At this time, to distinguish itself as different from what else is out there on the market for the higher price point. And so for that reason, I'm out.
That price point is going to start dropping quickly as your volumes go up. For that reason, I'm out.
Between the interest and the royalty.
The interest is cheaper.
The interest I can get rid of. I can pay you back.
Oh, so you don't like the royalty in perpetuity aspect?
Absolutely.
I took the risk up front. I believed in you, the only shark I might add that did. Okay, Jamie, it's that moment when I say you're dead to me because you don't want to take my offer. I made you a very valid offer, I think, under the circumstances.
Respectfully, Mr. Wonderful, we're going to decline.
His product was innovative, but he didn't know how to sell it effectively. Years later, Amazon bought it for $1 billion. His success came from his persistence, not just talent. Most people who make it don't know what they're doing. They just act like they do until they figure it out. Steve Jobs was not a tech genius. He was just insanely good at selling a vision.
How are we going to take this to a mobile device? Well, what we're going to do is get rid of all these buttons and just make a giant screen. A giant screen.
He had the audacity to act like Apple was bigger than it was until it actually was. We live in an era where being seen as successful is more important than actually being the best. Influencers with no real experience are making millions selling courses, while actual experts are struggling to get clients. So next time you see somebody ultra successful and think, I'm way more talented than them, you might be right. But the real question is, do you have their audacity? Do you have their network? Because that is what actually matters. The truth is, almost anybody, if given the right resources, the right connections, and the right opportunities, can be remarkable. Some people are simply given that path, while others have to create it for themselves. What do you guys think the biggest factor in success is? Let me know in the comments below. I'm very curious to hear. And if you enjoyed this video, please remember to like and subscribe and hit the notification bell so you never miss an opportunity to question everything with me. As always, stay curious, stay skeptical, and question everything, even me.